And so it is. The Akashic records are now open. Welcome, beautiful souls, to the Energy Center podcast. This is Dana Teresa, the metaphysical mentor. So excited to be here with you guys today because there is the fire of the dragon is about to emerge. I'm feeling this fiery energy in the collective. I feel the energy of transformation here. We just had the fall equinox only yesterday when I'm recording this. And we are now in Libra season, and Libra season is all about finding balance. And we have also entered the new season of fall. Fall is about letting go. It is about renewal. It is about transformation and energetic death. Letting go of what's not serving us so that we can go inward and rebuild and restore something new and different. There is so much shifting in our world right now. There is so much changing and evolving in the collective. And as a conscious leader and heart-led healer, I cannot stay silent about it. I have to speak my truth. I have to share from this heart-centered space what I know is possible for all of us to receive. And there's been this word kind of floating around in the media, on social media, just in general. I've been hearing it a lot, and it's the word hate. And this word hate, it has such profound charge behind it. The energy behind it is quite potent and strong if you feel into the energy of hate. And from an Akashic perspective, I'm currently in the Akashic records right now because I want to be crystal clear in this transmission and the knowing that it is coming from a unity conscious perspective. This is not coming from Dana's ego. This is coming from, yes, the divine, from energy of the highest integrity light, and it's also coming from a place of empowerment and possibility, infinite possibility. And so the word hate, really, from an Akashic perspective, or the energy, the feeling of hate, it's not necessary at this time. We're going to get into today why, from a human perspective, from an egocentric perspective, why it is so easy to hate and why it is so challenging for us in our human mind to love. To love. And so all of our emotions, this is not spiritual bypassing. I'm not going to just say, oh yeah, just love and everything is going to be great. My intention, my purpose behind all of this is to help you understand the human experience and how it is possible to transcend our humanness and come into the space of unity and deep soul level connection. So all of our human emotions, every single one of them, has served an evolutionary purpose. All of our emotions are all energy, and in some way they have supported our human survival. So fear, let's just take fear because that one's super easy to understand. Fear is this primitive emotion that protects us and keeps us safe when we are faced with a physical threat to our life. And so we have fear as a form of protection. And all of the other human low vibrational emotions like guilt and shame and grief and anger, they all serve a purpose, have served a purpose in our human experience as well. And maybe in another episode, I can talk more about those emotions. But today, because this word is so prominent in the collective right now, the word hatred and hate keeps coming up, especially by lots of high profile people that we consider to be our leaders. Some of us consider to be our leaders. It's necessary to talk about this emotion right now and what it really is. So hate, from an evolutionary perspective, served the purpose of sustainability. We as humans developed hatred or dislike towards other people because we saw them as a threat to our resources. To, like, let's say, if you think about yourself as a caveman or woman or person back in the day, you needed water, you needed food, you needed land, you needed your community. And if someone was to come in that threatened those survival needs of yours, then you might really hate them or dislike them, right? And so from an evolutionary perspective, humans at some point needed to hate. But now, in our culture, in our world, where there is abundance everywhere, where there is land, where there is so much food. Not everyone has food, but that's a different story. There's an abundance of food on this planet. And can it be shared around the whole planet? Yes. So there's an abundance of everything we need. So do we still need to hate each other? From an Akashic evolutionary perspective, the answer is that hate is no longer necessary where we are on earth at this time. And so when you feel into the energy of hate, right now it's not necessary. And if you feel into the energy of hate in your body, what does it feel like to you? Does it feel good in your body to dislike other people? Does it feel good in your body to project anger and separation from other people? To me, if I feel into the energy of hate, it feels like this contraction, like literal contraction around my heart space. It feels almost like pain in the body. It feels icky and gross in my body. And so why are we holding on to this emotion? And I'd love for you to be really honest with yourself. What does it truly feel like when you feel into the energy of hate in your body? Does it feel good? Because if it doesn't feel good, then why do we hate? Why do humans feel the need to hate other humans, other people? When you feel into the opposite energy of that, what does it feel like? We're going to get to that in a minute. And so, first of all, hate doesn't serve a purpose anymore. It's not needed. Second of all, hate is not helping to support your vibration. And third of all, we are all reflections of each other. We are mirroring to each other. And so if someone is spewing and emanating hate and outright saying, I hate these kinds of other people, what do you think is going on inside of that person? Because if you hate other people, you hate yourself. If you do not love other humans, you do not love yourself. And why is it so easy to hate? I had a conversation with my partner this morning, and his experience growing up was very different from mine. He grew up in a family that was like full of love and acceptance, and they're very close-knit. My experience was my family was a lot of separation, a lot of hiding, a disconnection from our emotions, accepting of our emotions. And so for a long time in my life, I don't know if I necessarily hated people, other people, but I definitely pushed other people away. And it was because that's what I was used to. That's what I grew up with. And I don't ever feel that my family hated me. But there was, again, a strong disconnection from our emotions and from allowing ourselves to connect and heal as a family unit. And so I grew up with this disconnection, this pushing away of other people. And that's what I mirrored to other people around me. And it has been a long journey of me coming back home to myself, learning to love myself. And now I know, and what I feel so strongly and what I emanate out into the world is this love, is pure love. And I'm not saying that I like everything and everybody, but I can say with truth from my heart and my soul that I love everything and everybody. Because everything in this planet, everybody on this planet is a reflection of me, is helping me to learn lessons, is a part of my soul's journey. And my soul cannot grow and evolve without the contrasts and the differences and the experiences that I receive from other people. So maybe this isn't for everyone. Maybe it is super easy for you to love. And please, again, be really honest with yourself. Yes, we can think we love everyone, but do we really feel it? And so for some of us, it can feel easier to hate than to love because that was our experience. That's what we learned, was that separation, was that pushing away of people that are different from us, people that we don't want to let in, people that are mirroring back to us opportunities for us to grow and expand. And sometimes it can be easier to hate because that's all we've ever known. And it can be easier to hate because that's what we feel inside. And again, what we feel inside is easier to show, to share with the world than something that we're not used to and something that's unfamiliar. And so what is the antidote for that? What is the cure for that? It is to, number one, build your awareness. What is the energy that I'm feeling around other people? What is the energy that I feel around people that are different from me? What is the energy that I'm holding onto inside that doesn't feel so good? We have to build the awareness so that we can transform, so that we can evolve. And so it starts with building awareness, number one. And the second step is to start to give yourself love. Start to take care of yourself. Start to nurture yourself because, again, it starts from within. This is something I see so often with healers, is that we want the healing. We want to experience the healing on a subconscious level. And so we try to heal everyone else around us. And we forget about number one. We forget about that we need it first. And it doesn't land. It doesn't work. We might not have the clients coming in. We might not be attracting the people, the kinds of people that we want in our sphere because the self-love is not there. And so we're attracting people that are pushing us away because we're pushing ourselves away. Do you see? So it starts with awareness. Number one, number two is starting to love yourself. Every time you deny yourself, you are betraying yourself. Every time you tell yourself, I don't have the time to heal, I don't have the money or the energy, or I'm not ready to heal. Every time you say that to yourself, you are betraying yourself. you are not showing yourself love. And so do you truly, honestly want to be love? Or do you want to perpetuate the disconnection? And so let's go back to love, the other side of it. From an evolutionary perspective, love, the purpose of the emotion of love for our human survival was to bring us together, was to cultivate support and community so we can live together and thrive together. And so what feels, when you just feel into that, what feels more supportive to you? What feels more aligned for you? And then when you feel into love, close your eyes with me. Feel into love, the vibration of love in your body. How does it feel to you? It might feel different for you. For me, it feels expansive. Love feels open. Love feels warm and yummy and nourishing. I want more of it. Give me more love, please. And when I feel love in my system, I have more capacity to be love, to share love with other people. So it's a choice. It is always a choice. Your vibration, where you are vibrating at, the energy that you are creating, cultivating, manifesting, embodying in your system is a choice. And then let's talk about the reflection. So again, when you are love, you are reflecting that to other people. You are magnetizing love when you are being love. You are calling in more love to your field when you are emanating love outward. And it's so interesting to me that the heart chakra is the center of the rainbow bridge. So we have these 7 energy centers. We have the first 3, the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, and these are really about our internal personal experience. And then we have these 3 upper chakras, the throat to the third eye, the crown. These are about our collective, universal community experiences. And where all of those experiences come together at the center in our 4th chakra in the heart space. And so I did a reel about this just yesterday. We are in this new season, the season of balance, of equanimity, of harmony, fall, autumn. And so I think sometimes our thinking mind thinks of balance as, okay, I've got both sides are even. I've got, let's just say, for example, my masculine energy and my feminine energy, and they're in balance because I've got a little bit of both. But really, the new balance is all about coming together in the middle. How can we merge? How can we combine the two to come into union? Right? So this is what I'm talking about and what I feel and what's flowing through my channel is that it's time for us to all meet in the middle. We are disempowered when we are separate. Think about like a teeter-totter. One side's always like heavier or moving up and down from the other. But what if you can balance it out? What if 2 people on either sides of the teeter-totter scooted in towards the center, towards the middle? First of all, they'd be more connected. They'd be closer. And second of all, it's like, then one is not winning and one is not losing. We are all on the same level. We are all expanding and growing and evolving together when we come to meet each other in the middle. And there's so much programming. There's so many entities out there that are trying to perpetuate the separateness. It's so interesting to me because on my social media accounts, as I am sharing these unity conscious perspectives and the need for balance and harmony and more love, the algorithm is like not being super kind to me. And what is the algorithm feeding? It's feeding the polarity. It's feeding the separateness, because that's what gets people to stay disconnected. And you know what? When you're not disconnected and you don't feel whole, then you look for things outside of yourself for fulfillment, like buying more shit on the platforms, right? But when we can come together as one and feel connected with ourselves, connected internally, harmony and love within ourselves, and we can feel that outside of ourselves and our communities and our world globally, then we don't need all that excessive stuff. We don't need to create drama because we are whole and fulfilled within. So why do we keep giving our power away? Why do we keep feeding the hate? The things that keep us separate, the things that keep us contracted, the things that are manifesting illness and mental dis-ease. What can we feed that is going to unite us? What can we do to bring love and awareness and connection within ourselves so that we can emanate that out into the world? It's a choice. It is always a choice. And so why is it so easy to hate and so hard to love? We can really just instantly flip that. Let's make it easy to love. And it starts by loving yourself. So the more you love yourself, the easier it is to love. Let me say that again. The more you love yourself, the easier it is to love. Beautiful souls, we're starting this revolution of energy healing and love. I'd love for you to come on board. So if you want to learn more about what I do, who I am, the love that I am creating in this world, that I'm sharing with this world, head to my website, danateresa.com. Also follow me on Instagram. Let's boost the love algorithm instead of keeping the drama algorithm going. Let's boost the love and unity and connection algorithm. Follow me on Instagram at Dana Teresa Star. And stay tuned for more divine wisdom coming through my channel. And again, the more you love yourself, the more you are connected to yourself, the more you can start channeling for yourself, the more you can start to grow and evolve and expand yourself and live aligned with how your soul wants to live, how and why and who your soul came to be on earth at this time. So have a wonderful day. Happy Libra season. Happy fall equinox. Namaste.